Hey y'all, it's September the 29th, 2015, and a lot of us are already aware of the fact that Obama, he may just go ahead and do a third term pretty soon. He's joked about it. Many people have insinuated that he might do it. But then again, he himself does not know whether or not he can get away with it. All right. So what he's doing is he's looking into all sorts of options. Now, his plan B would probably be to put Joe Biden in as president. Reason being is that him and Obama are basically on the same team when it comes to two teams that are power tripping right now over the presidency. All right. So his plan B is Joe Biden. Here's the thing about it, and say what you will, President Obama is a homosexual, and that's just what he likes. You know what? I don't even need to comment any further. But the thing is, he's gone into a lot of exploits in his time, and that's almost the least of his worries. And Joe Biden, he has a similar closet that's very full of skeletons. Now, he's got a lot of skeletons, but here's just one. Here's one of the most famous skeletons, and you can see this. This is on video on the internet. All right, it's not complete 100% proof of the fact that Joe Biden's a pedophile, but it is 100% proof that we should look into it. Now, let's go ahead without further ado. Let me try and play this video for you. Here's Joe Biden. He's meeting the whole family. Now, he doesn't know any of these people really. He might have seen them once or twice in passing. Now he's greeting the young daughter, 13-year-old daughter of Senator Christopher Coons, who's about to swear in. He said, right there, he just said, "My Lord, you're getting big." Now, before we get into this, all right, what he meant by that is, I better hurry. That is what he meant by that. Now, already you can see the attitude on a Christopher Coons face is not very gentlemanly. It's kind of what you would say is confrontational. All right. Now, Joe Biden, he's going to attempt to talk to the rest of the people, even though you're going to tell that his attention is going to be squarely on this little girl the whole time. All right, check this out.
You are. How are you, man? Good to see
How
you.
are you, man? It's good to see you. How old are you? Get up out of here.
This is Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hey, Rose. How you doing? Get you all get up out of here now. Let me go grab this woman. This is Christopher Coon's wife. Let me grab her because she's my instrument to deal with. Basically, is what he said. Now, bring her over. She has the Bible. All right. He just mentioned that this is the Bible. Said raise your right hand. So apparently, what Christopher Coons is about to do is he's about to make a one of those oaths. All right. Notice how Joe Biden's still looking down in this direction. Check out his Christopher Coons' wife staring longingly into Biden's peripherals. All right. Let's continue. All right. Check this out. This is where Christopher Coons really begins to make no sense. He's pushing with his hand his daughter into this direction. Now, here's the Bible. Here's the Joe Biden. Here's the Christopher Coons. You got to understand that there's all sorts of cameras that are about to be taking pictures of you as you're taking this up. So, why in the world would you want your daughter right here to be in the way? You're pushing her directly in the way. And this guy's he's playing like he's looking at someone else. Right. And even she's like, no, this doesn't make sense. Why would I want to be in front of the Bible as he's making the oath and all sorts of people are trying to take pictures? Now, this lady is shocked by the fact that her daughter is not wanting to do this because it makes no sense. And then she said, okay, and gave her a stern look and then looked away. Now he's starting to look disgusted by her actions because she didn't want to be directly in the way of his hand being on the Bible anyway.
Oh, can't see me do that.
He then mouthed off and said something weird. She's like, I, she doesn't even know what's going on. She's trying to pretend like she's happy.
Do you saw?
Check out how she's looking right here back into his eyeballs. Like she's having daytime fantasies about him. Check out how he's got the most fakest smile probably in the world. His poor daughter has no idea what is going on.
I swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Look at her smile and stuff. She's a little kid. She's got braces on and everything. Now, what they're saying is the oath right here. Um, it's to the Constitution, but the thing is, no, it's actually a different oath. What he's saying is, are you about to do whatever it is I ask you to do, whatever it is basically what he's saying. Now, look at her. Look at her face. She's looking back at her husband like, oh, you better do what you're told. Check out how her body language is. She's all the way on his side. She's like, you better do how you're told. And he's like, can you make an oath about doing what you're told? And then he's smiling his head off.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true
Look at her looking at him like, you better not mess this up.
faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter, so help you God. I do. That was not my mind.
All right, he said, I do. He's grinning his face off. And then what he says is, I don't have a doubt in my mind. See, that's a weird thing to say right there. You're acting like as if you've known him your whole entire life since y'all were babies. What do you mean you don't have a doubt in your mind? You don't have a doubt in your mind, even though you know politicians are all scheming behind the scenes all the time. You don't have a doubt in your mind. What does that really mean? I mean, I think what you're trying to say is that you don't have a doubt in your mind that he's about to play ball. And check out his wife just staring like you're some shining golden calf right now. All right, get your smooches in. Get your smooches in on his wife right here while he looks away like as if he does not know that this is happening. That this is happening right now. All right. All right, now he's going back to where he was concentrating on the whole entire time. Not to any of these people or any of the people over here that he hasn't met. He's going back to her immediately. Good. He said, good to see you, baby, in case you didn't hear it. Because he's whispering.
My dad and stepmom.
All right, now he's about to explain how, there's a whole bunch of people, older folks, who you haven't met because you were concentrating on my daughter.
Brother got cut off there. So come on, let's
So
get
shake their hands. Not really say, how are you? It's good to see. He actually said, good to see you. He never met them before in his life.
All right, here we go. We put the phone behind you.
See, now they're about to line up for a photo opportunity. She's over here like she should be behind her father.
Thank you. Maggie, do you want to come over here?
She then comes in and says, Maggie, do you want to come over here? Why in the world would she want to come over here? And look as to where they're pointing. Look at where he's pointing. Over there. She's like, hey, do you want to come over here? It's like, why wouldn't she want to come right here between her parents? She's a young child. But no, instead she says, you want to come over here? And he's like, hey, you want to come over here? And she's like, nah.
Come on, baby. Make me
Come
look
on.
better.
All right, in case you didn't hear it, he said, come over here and make me look better. Then he's looking like this. Notice how her body is completely slanted. She does not want to be back here. She's trying to get back over here. Grabbing the arm, and you're about to see what he's about to do to the arm. Nice little caress. In fact, if you notice, for a split second, he almost goes back. He almost goes back to touch the arm again. All right, in case you missed that, this photographer, she's saying, hey, Mom, do you mind scooting the hell over this way? Yeah, the hell over this way. Because this way, Joe Biden will be directly behind your daughter in a way that he's not right now. And she said, yes, of course. Of course, I'm going to do that. Now he's going to scoot in a little bit while I'm behind her.
You gotta look up at the
You
Senate
got to
for
look
talking
up for
from
whatever
Papa.
reason while I'm right behind you. And you're smiling. Great. Now this is where he pulls it in and now it's reaching maximum creepiness. All right, because she's about to pull her in and whisper stuff. Who knows what he's whispering at all? Because nobody else can hear. It's all mumbles and jumbles. This guy's over here smiling like a damn idiot. All right, uh, like he has not a care in the world. She's back here pretending like there's something else better to do, while this guy has his his arm locked on your daughter's arm, and he's whispering into her ear, your 13-year-old daughter. Check out the little pecs. I don't know what you're saying, but obviously it involved pecs on her head, which she didn't want because her body's still slanted. It sounds like he said you're fucking beautiful. I don't think he said that, but it did. He did say she's beautiful, and then she had to say thank you without looking at him because she does not want to look at him at all. She said thank you while looking this way, and there's the mom right there.
All right, well, nice to see you guys. Thank you. See you back home, I hope.
All right, I don't even heard that. He just said, "See you back home." I hope, looking absolutely smack dab at one person and one person only, as she turns and basically tries to run away. Now her father is looking angry. Now I gotta say, if I was him, I would be very angry right now. But I would not be angry in this direction at all. And this is the exact direction that he seems to be angry in right now.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you caught that. He says, "See you back home, I hope." He's looking directly at her. And then the mother answers, "Absolutely." The mother does. Yeah, he wasn't talking to you or looking at you, so I don't know why you would respond.
Thank you.
We're gonna leave this way.
I'm going to leave this way a little bit disappointed in how your daughter was acting. Now, here's the thing. A lot of y'all might be saying, well, that's not, you can't really arrest a person for being that creepy because it's technically not against the law. That's true, but you can go ahead and investigate them. Here's the thing about it. Here's my theory. If we're gonna start making up theories. Joe Biden, he wants to get his mitts on that girl. And so what he said was, "See you back home, I hope," staring directly at her. Uh, and what he wants to do is get his mitts on that girl. Now, if he is not able to get his mitts on that girl, because the thing is, she has to be offered up, basically without her knowledge, by her father, by her mother and father, offered up to him. But a lot of strings are going to have to be pulled to make that situation happen, to get all those uh, things in check, in line, to make that happen. And chances are, I don't even think that's going to happen. But what is going to happen is this. Now, she has a whole bunch of technology, laptops and cameras and security cameras and stuff. How much do you want to bet that Joe Biden can look into her room whenever he wants to? Now, I know that sounds sick, and I know it sounds fantastical. But what in the world does he mean by "see you back home, I hope," looking directly at the daughter? I mean, I don't even have to go any further. This is September the 29th, 2015. That's something to think about.